She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her.
Hi everyone, welcome back to episode 2 of Therapy Talks with Mimi. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about self-love and care, insecurities, and body image. So throughout this podcast, I'm going to be looking back and forth between the camera and the phone so I can see myself a little bit better. So in the first episode, I was very stiff and awkward and very nervous because Brendan was in the room. Hi Brendan, since you're editing this. And I thought I'd do something more comfortable, which is doing my makeup. And I am filming this on New Year's Eve, and this is going out after New Year's Eve. Yeah, so Happy New Year. Hello. Hopefully this year will redeem itself and go well. So okay, yeah, we're gonna get ready for New Year's Eve. I have this cute top, and I did my nails, so it's nice and sparkly. And I also have some music playing, so you know, we're vibing. So grab a drink or snacks, or do your makeup with me or whatever, have me in the background, and let's get started. I do have notes on my laptop so I can stay on track and try not to forget anything I'm saying, but I'll try my best not to look at my notes. Okay, let's get started. I want to do my makeup on this tiny little mirror, so okay, let's do my eyebrows first. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about 3 topics, and each topic's gonna have a story time, 1 or 2 story times, and some tips. So let's start with self-love. Okay, so bruh, I look like a clown. Hold on. Okay, let's start. It's fine. Is it? Okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I look like a clown, but it's okay. Okay, so I've struggled with self-love now for about 4-ish years now, and I've been on a self-love journey for about 3, and it's been such a wild and hard journey, but it's so self-rewarding to see all the progress that I've made over the years and just see how much I've grown as a person. And just in general, I've been a lot happier with myself, I guess you could say. But I definitely don't think that self-love journey is something that just ends. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, I love myself now, so I'm gonna stop. You know? I think it's definitely lifelong, because I think that as people, we can always be better people. Just be kinder to others, kinder to ourselves, and I don't think that ever stops, and I don't think it should stop. We should always try to be better and love ourselves always, even if, you know, things aren't always good or happy all the time. But don't get me wrong, I have made a lot of progress, and definitely am more comfortable with myself now, but there are days where I wake up and I feel like shit, but I feel like that's everyone has those days, and you know, and that's completely normal. And then there are days where I'm like, ooh, Mimi, okay, you look cute today, let's do our makeup, put ourselves in a cute ass outfit, and just feel ourselves, you know what I mean? So yeah, those days are so fun, you know. But yeah, so it's time for a story time. All right, so I do have permission to say this story because it involves 2 of my best friends. Hi Demo and Yehi, if you're watching, I love you. Mwah. Hey, is this eyebrow done? Sorry. I think it's the best we can do. I am not used to doing my makeup with such a small mirror, but it's fine. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so this is a story time of when my self-esteem was at its lowest low. So as you know, my two best friends, Domo and Yehi, we were in a little trio. We were like, that was like a known thing, like we were like three best friends. And so I always felt like the ugly duckling in the group, just because they were so beautiful and smart. They were in like the highest orchestra, they were in ASB and stuff, and I was over here like yeah, I was in orchestra too, and I also did choir. So there were like, we didn't even have the same not interests, like they were just a lot better, I guess you could say. It's okay, we can laugh about it now. But basically I would always compare myself to them because they always had boys liking them, and like I did have boys that like me, but like you know what I mean? Like you see like your two best friends getting everything that they got. Am I Englishing right now? No, not really. But yeah, I guess you could say I was a little jealous of all the attention they got and all like just everything. I was like the ugly duckling. And so, having that mindset and also just like being insecure already made it a little worse. And like in general, having two best friends that were literally perfect and then already having such low self-esteem, I was already so hard on myself because I tried to be better and do better, whether it was like in school. Oh yeah, and plus they were in GATE. I was like in honors college prep, so like that made me feel so much like I didn't feel smart when I was with them or like with my friends that were in GATE. So yeah, that definitely didn't help. I was super harsh on myself, and I would tell myself and put me down constantly, saying that like I was not smart, I was not beautiful, I just like had no purpose and value. Like they're only friends with me because like they pity me and stuff. And yeah, I was stuck in that mindset for like a while. Not to mention I had depression. I had depression and I had gone through like breakups, so it's okay, we can laugh about it now. So if you're watching, you can laugh at me because I know I'm a clown. Oh my god, my eyebrows look dark on camera, but I promise in person it looks okay. It's just the lighting. Okay, it's fine. Okay, but yeah, it really sucked, and I was in that mindset stuck for like such a long time. And for real, like having low self-esteem, it really is a mindset type of thing, because like every day when you're telling yourself, you're looking in the mirror and you're like, you're not happy with yourself, and you're constantly telling yourself, oh, I am so ugly, I'm so dumb, like I literally have no purpose, like what am I doing here? It gets to your head, like it really does. And the more that you say it, the more you think it's true when it's not. Like looking back, I wish I could tell my old self that like I have so much to offer and I have so many people that love me and appreciate me for who I am, so. But yeah, so, and then one day, wait, what should we do next? I'm gonna do my eyes first, and then I'm gonna move to my face. It's a sparkly eye look today. So, anyways, I just was stuck in this mindset, right? And I tried to talk to the counselor. I went to the counselor for like 3 months. It's just to try to help my depression and anxiety and just my whole self-esteem in general. And like it helped to a certain extent, but like when people constantly like compliment you and stuff, it feels good. Like, it's good to receive compliments and stuff. It makes you feel like, oh, like they think I'm pretty, like, you know what I mean? But in reality, like, yeah, they think I'm pretty, but do I myself think that I'm pretty? Like, what you think of yourself is more valuable than any compliment you could ever get, so like, and I think that goes not just for self-esteem, but anything you do, like even like work or like hobbies or talents that you have. Like if you yourself think that you're good, then yeah, you're good. Okay, so we're gonna be doing a sparkly eye look. I have this little palette from Essence that I got for, I don't know when I got this, but I got it as a gift. So thank you to whoever got me this. Anyways, going back to the story, like, I don't think me, Domo, and Yehi ever talked about this, like, seriously. And if it's your first time hearing this, it's okay. I feel better now. I love you guys so much. Like, you know, okay. But then one day I had an epiphany. I was like, I have spent so much of my time and energy, and my self-esteem was already deteriorated. And I was at my low, like how I literally hit rock bottom. Like there's literally nowhere else I could go. I had an epiphany and I was like, why am I doing this to myself? I'm not happy. Two, what's the point of constantly putting myself down when it just makes me feel even worse about myself? And so then I decided to stop. And literally was the best thing that I could ever do for myself, was just stop thinking so negatively about myself and just appreciate the things that I could offer and appreciate myself for who I am. So I have a song lyric that I wrote freshman year, and it's, just realize that this ongoing battle with yourself is a losing fight. And really, that it's so true. When you're constantly battling yourself and with your emotions and your mind and stuff, it really is a losing fight, because I never gained anything from, you know, putting myself down all the time. I literally lost everything. Like, my relationship with my friends were like, they were okay. They were like not the best that they could be. My relationship with my family was actually broken, and I was also broken. So like, it was a losing fight. There was no way I could gain from anything. So I just stopped. Okay. There are two other quotes that like kind of go hand in hand that I also wanted to talk about. It's, your relationship with yourself sets every tone for every relationship that you have. And like I mentioned before, my relationship with myself was broken. My relationship with my friends was just like, it was okay. And then my relationship with my family was just absolutely like gone. Wait, I'm gonna use my fingers so that I can get more pigment. But yeah, for real, like, and then this goes hand in hand with the other quote. I need to love myself before I can love you. And I have used this once or twice, not as an excuse to friend zone anyone, but like because I really, like, I acknowledged how broken I was and how much help I needed to help myself before I could ever take care or love another human being, because like I genuinely felt like I needed it. You guys can't see it on camera, but it's okay. But yeah, like, it just makes sense. Like, if I'm so incapable of loving myself, like, what time and energy do I have to love someone else? It just makes sense. It just made sense to me. And so I really, like, I don't know, not took it to heart, but like, it's very important that people prioritize themselves sometimes. And that was something that was so hard for me, because as someone who like tries their hardest to help everyone and just help everyone that I can in any way, shape, or form, and just dropping everything that I have in order to help, it was hard for me to prioritize myself, just because I felt so guilty, because I didn't want to come off as selfish in any way, but because I knew that I really, really needed it in order to heal. I probably look so stupid. No, it's fine. You guys can't see it, but it's alright. It's just some shimmery bronze eyeshadow that I thought would be kind of cute with my purple top. So, okay. You guys can't see it on camera, but it's okay. But yeah, relationship and stuff will be in another episode. So, but yeah, as I mentioned before, I have made a lot of progress, and oh shoot. It's been so long. Okay, this will be kind of a long podcast, but it's okay. Okay, so like I said before, I have made a lot of progress since I started this self-love journey, if you will, and I'm really proud of myself for, you know, making it this far. But I just wanted to tell people who haven't begun their journey yet or are in the middle of their journey, don't compare your progress to someone else's, which I found out the hard way. Just because someone else has made more progress than you does not invalidate your progress. You should feel so proud of yourself for, you know, taking the time to love yourself, take care of your body and everything. I'm very proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And just know that. And yeah, everyone's progress is different. Everyone's, like, what is it called? Everyone's pace is different. Everyone is different because you can't compare someone else's self-esteem to another, because it's literally impossible. Every human is different. So don't compare it. You should feel very proud of yourself. Anyways, so I do have some self tips for you guys. Self-care tips and self-love tips. The first one, oh, I forgot. When it comes to self-love and self-care, I think people just, when people think of self-care, they only think like face masks or like sleeping and stuff. And like, of course that is part of self-care, but there's also like physical self-care, emotional, social, and spiritual. So like taking the time to meditate, going for a walk, you know, like communicating with your friends, like, you know what I mean? So like taking care of all aspects of self-care rather than just one. So here are my tips for you that I found super helpful for me. So first is daily affirmations. I cannot stress this enough how much it has helped me. And it was hard in the beginning. Like there were days where I would like just cry and bawl because I was so frustrated, because I found it so easy to just, you know, say so many negative things about myself. But when it came to saying that I'm like, I am so strong, I am enough and everything, it was so hard. And it will be hard in the beginning, trust me. But once you get over like that path, that little hurdle, it gets easier. And saying daily affirmations, like obviously like don't like, okay, so when I do my daily affirmations, it's when I get ready, normally when I do my makeup and I'm looking myself in the mirror. I know, right? That's so creepy, looking at yourself in the mirror, but like seriously, it helps so much to say that you're valued and strong and you have so many people that love you and stuff. And that really truly helped me. That's like my number one advice and tip for boosting your self-esteem and confidence. Second tip that I would say is acceptance and forgiveness. Accepting the flaws that you have and accepting the fact that your journey is going to be difficult and hard and you're going to cry, and forgive yourself for making mistakes along the way is such an important factor as well. And like I said before, it was hard for me to just compliment myself or just acknowledge that I was, you know, enough. And like there were days where like I would like just talk shit about myself, and then I caught myself And I was so mad at myself because like I made a little progress and then I just like stopped. You know what I mean? Because I messed up, but I had to forgive myself because I was like, I'm gonna make mistakes along the way, and that is okay. Next tip I would say is having mental health days. Seriously, I have taken, I think, 2 mental health days when I was at school. Like, I skipped school just to have a mental health day for myself, and seriously, like, helped me so much. I really recommend it. Like, even if you're scared of like skipping school and stuff, just like taking a day on the weekend just to take care of your body and yourself really clears up your mind, for real. And making sure you're patient with yourself, because you know, everyone's pace is different, everyone's progress is different. Okay, so I'm back. I did my mascara off camera, so I didn't poke myself in the eye when I talked. But yeah, back to the tips. So also surrounding yourself with a healthy group of friends. The environment that you create and are in really helps your mental health in general. One, you know, like no toxic friends, etc. Having friends that always like, you know, push you to be better or encourage you to do stuff that you don't, you know, even if you don't, you're too afraid to try or something like that. It really helps boost your self-esteem. And and finally, doing therapeutic things, finding ways to cope, whether it's like baking or listening to music. Journaling really helps too. Or like, I don't know, skateboarding. I feel like that's pretty therapeutic too. So is the one that doesn't even skateboard. Clown. Okay, or like just taking a walk. I don't know. Exercising can also be therapeutic. But yeah, okay. Let's do my... Shall we do eyeliner? Yeah, we'll do eyeliner. Okay. Next topic, insecurities. So when it comes to insecurities, I think people tend to think of physical insecurities, like having small lips or like big nose or like a big forehead or whatever. And people don't realize there are insecurities like in being in insecurities in relationships, work, school. There's insecurities everywhere, not just physical or physicality. So where do they come from? So insecurities come from when we compare ourselves to something or someone that we want to be or think that that's the way things should be. For example, comparing yourself to Instagram models that have literally sculpted perfect bodies and thinking that's what we all should look like, when in reality we all have different body types, we all have different diets and body types, etc. So yeah, we criticize ourselves because we don't look like that or we don't have a certain whatever. So that's where insecurities come from. And just a reminder that whatever like insecurity that you have, you are beautiful no matter what. There's always things that we can work on to be better, but you're beautiful no matter what. So you guys are probably wondering, do I wear makeup because I'm insecure? In the beginning, yes, because I watched so many, like just like when I first started wearing makeup, I saw so many beautiful like gurus, if you will, that like look so beautiful with makeup, but like I didn't look like that. And I was like, why don't I look like that? You know, as like a 7th grader first starting with makeup. So I would cake my face up, literally. I wore so much makeup in 7th grade. Like no 7th grader should be wearing that much makeup in middle school. Okay, we have one wing down. But as like I became more aware of things that were more appropriate for my face, I guess, I don't know how to word that, but like Ooh, we have a sharp wing. Let's go. Okay, we have one wing down. But like, as I guess became more skillful of my abilities of doing makeup, I did makeup that was more fitting to my facial features. So that's why I wear makeup now, to accentuate the features that I already have on my face. But yeah, I wear makeup now just to accentuate my features, and because, you know, I don't want to look cute, but I love my face sorry, let me start. I love my face with a full face of makeup, but I also love my face bare-faced with no makeup at all. And plus, if I was insecure, I wouldn't be showing my face in the beginning of the video without any makeup. First of all, 2 years ago would never have been able to do that, but progress. What am I doing? Oh my god, my face is red. It's hot in my room. Okay, anyways. But yeah, story time. I guess I'll just discuss some of my personal insecurities that I have or had. So I have eczema. If you don't know what it is, it's kind of like a skin condition where you have like very sensitive skin. So like it gets very itchy and stuff. So when I was little, it got so bad to the point where like my legs would bleed, and so because it was so freaking itchy, you know. And so obviously after, I had scars, and I had so many scars on my legs, and I was super insecure about it because I would see girls that had such smooth, perfect looking Barbie skin, and I'm like, oh shoot, do I have to re-wet my, no, it's fine. But I was like, oh my god, these girls have such perfect Barbie legs. My legs don't look like that, so I look kind of crazy. So I never wore shorts, and I think people noticed that. And so the days that I would decide to wear, that I did want to wear shorts, I would cover my legs with foundation. I took my mom's foundation out of her bag, and I would put it on my legs and try to cover up all my scars. But obviously it did not match the color of my legs, so I was freaking orange. And hold on, let me re-wet my beauty blender. So yeah, my legs would be orange, and I would just walk around like that, and I think people did notice, but like they just didn't want to say anything. Thank you for not saying anything. But yeah, that was like all the time in middle school. I did that so many times, and my mom would be like, oh my god, oh, my foundation is like almost gone, like did I really use that much? And I was like, oh yeah, you probably did. But yeah, I did that for a while. And then first day of freshman year, I decided to be a little bold and wear a romper on the first day of school. And I never do that because I was like so scarred from middle school that I was like, oh hell no, I am not gonna put myself through that again. But I did it anyways. Oh my god, my dark circles are gone. I decided to do it anyways, and all day I was so self-conscious about people looking at my legs, and I knew people were looking at my legs because I literally saw them go. I was like, what the heck? I already am so insecure already. Don't look at my legs, please. But then I was like, and then I didn't wear any shorts or skirts at all of freshman year. Anything like into sophomore year, unless it was like a dance or something. I wore a dress. Still so self-conscious, by the way. But yeah, it got a lot better. I started wearing skirts again junior year and dresses and stuff. And like at this point, I really don't care if people look at my scars on my legs or not, because I can't do anything about it. And that's one of the tips, like just acceptance. Like acceptance is a common tip that I have for all categories, because like they're scars, like they're not gonna be gone or disappear or anything. So I kind of just have to accept that they're on my body and I can't really do anything about it. But yeah, I was watching this K-pop person, and he does these V-Lives, like live videos and stuff, and he just talks to his fans. And I think he was mentioning something about his own scars, or a fan was asking him something that was regarding scars. And this one thing that really stuck with me was scars are like your own personalized tattoo. And that literally changed my entire perspective. I've never thought about it that way, but it's so true. Like, scars are literally personalized tattoos, and when I see people with scars and stuff, like, I think they're beautiful. Even like birthmarks and stuff, like things that people are normally like embarrassed about, I think they're so beautiful. And like, if you do have birthmarks and scars and whatever flaw that doesn't, I don't know, that you're insecure about, I think they're beautiful. Let's just powder my face. I think it's good. Ooh, and spray my face with some Mario Badescu. I can't breathe. Okay, so, but yeah, that was my first story time. I do have a second one. So, as many of you guys know, I struggle with mental health. I had depression in middle school, and I struggle with anxiety now. And when I first had depression, I was so embarrassed and ashamed for having mental health struggles, because none of my friends that I know of had depression or anxiety and stuff like that. It was pretty taboo, and plus, like, it's a taboo topic in Asian households, you know. We never talk about that. So as someone who is struggling with their mental health, I tried so hard to hide it. And if you do have mental health struggles, do not be ashamed. It is not your fault that is something that life threw at you. It's not your fault. What else should we do? Let's put on some highlighter. I'm gonna spray my face again. I'm okay. Okay. But yeah, I was very ashamed because none of my friends were struggling it, and it really frustrated me because why was I dealt that card? Like, why did I have to go through that and my friends didn't? And it was just very frustrating to me, and it was hard for me to wrap my head around, but I just kind of accepted it. You can't see it on camera, it's dark. Oh, but you can see like my lights a little bit better. I do have curtain lights. I'm using a cream highlighter. Can't see it, but it's okay. I'm gonna be taking photos later outside, so. But yeah, I was so ashamed and embarrassed, and I finally told them, and I let them know that, hey, I had depression in middle school, and I struggle with anxiety now. Here's how to help me if I have an anxiety attack. Here are ways that I cope with it, and here are ways to help me be better. I think it's important to educate your friends and let them know that if you are struggling, so your friends are aware of, you know, your struggles. And, you know, because like, if I hadn't told my friends that I was struggling with it, I don't think they would have known. And that's my fault for not letting them know, but they're aware now, and they know how to help me if in case, you know, I have an anxiety attack or whatever. But yeah, that is why I'm such an advocate for mental health and self-love and self-care, and I post pretty frequently about it on like Instagram. And yeah, is it still bright outside? A little bit. Okay, let's do bottom mascara. Guys, I have an ugly mascara face, for real. I don't think, do people have pretty mascara faces? I don't have. That is what I look like when I don't know, it just relaxes my face. I'm gonna cover my face. Okay, anyways, tips for dealing with insecurities is, again, acceptance. Accept your flaws. Your flaws are beautiful, and that's what makes you you and unique. Try not to compare yourself, because comparing yourself is such a trigger, and you're not going to be happy with yourself because you know that like it hold on. Don't compare yourself because it makes it harder and it's a trigger. And when you constantly compare yourself, it just makes it worse. Okay. Okay, final topic. I apologize for this being such a long podcast, but yeah. Okay, next is body image. I know this can be a very triggering topic, so if you are struggling with, because I know there's people that are just not happy with the way they look. We have people struggling with body dysmorphia, which is when they have a very obsessive focus on a certain part of their body that they're not happy with. And we have people that are struggling with eating disorders. So if you are here, there's gonna be a hotline somewhere here on the screen for you to get the help that you need. Luckily, I have not struggled with that, and I'm very thankful. But yeah, please call the hotline wherever it is on the screen. Okay, so let's just normalize the weight gain that everyone has been getting during quarantine, because seriously, your girl has gained weight, but it's okay because that is normal. What are we supposed to do? Eat healthy? I bet some people are, and I'm proud of you for eating healthy. Okay, let's just bronze up my face a tad. But yeah, can we also normalize stretch marks and cellulite and bad bods, you know? And I'm all for body positivity. Like, trust me, I think every body is like beautiful, but at the same time, if you are unhealthily like obese, like you're going to die, and you're unhealthily skinny, please get some help. Like, genuinely, please get some help, because I don't want you to like be unhealthy. But yeah, okay, let's continue on. So I think it's really important to take care of your body's needs. Like, when it's tired, like, please take a break. Your body's gonna go on overload and like shut down if you don't take a break or rest. And like, feeding it good food. Says the one that literally eats carbs all the time and junk food. But like, you know, that's for 2021. I'm gonna be eating healthier and like trying to work out a little bit more. So like, I'm 4'11". If you don't know that already, I am 4'11". I'm so short, and my body shape has changed a lot. I used to be a rectangle, and then I kind of had an hourglass. Like, I had small boobs but like a tiny waist, and then I'm now in between a pear and a hourglass. And so like, finding clothes, it's very hard for me to find clothes that fit me, because they're either too small, too big, or jeans are too long but the waist is too big, or the waist is, because like, I have a small waist but the waistband is always too big for me. And sometimes I find waists that do fit me but it's too short on the cuff. And so yeah, finding clothes has always been a struggle for me. So this is my final story time, I think. So basically, living in an Asian household, if your mom is anything like mine, or like your Asian mom or whatever mom, they do not have a filter. So if you gain weight, they will let you know. And so it's no secret, like, my thighs are a little bit on the thicker side, if you will. No, like, if you have thick thighs, like, work it please. But anyways, I have thick thighs. And so my mom would constantly just like comment about it, and I know like a lot of my friends or people I know like also have moms that are like that too. And it's not like she's trying to be mean or anything, it's just like, oh, your thighs are looking big today. And at first, like, it bothered me, like, why would you say that to your daughter, you know? And like, it bothered me, and I would just like roll my eyes or like just ignore it or like make a face or whatever, like, okay. And then it got to the point where like I had enough. Like, stop, just stop. And so one day she made a comment and I was like, thank you, and I love him. And she did not know what to say back. She was like, oh. And then after that day, she has not mentioned anything about my body or like my weight or anything. So for people who are struggling with that, having even like your mom, your dad, or whoever just that's commenting about one of your insecurities or like your body, simply just say, oh, thank you, I love him. See what their reaction is. Ha 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 ha. Okay. But yeah, my relationship with my body has been a roller coaster. Like, I love the way I look now, but at the same time, I know I can look better. Not better, that's the wrong word. More toned and slim. Not like, you know what I mean? Like, more toned. So yeah, that's for tomorrow. That's for 2021. Because, you know, I want to look good for graduation, and I also want to look good for my senior trip. Looking real cute. But yeah, some tips for improving your self-esteem when it comes to your body is to wear clothes that flatter you or fit you. Like, I used to be insecure about my shoulders, but like I find like when I wear tops like this, it like accentuates my shoulders. Like, hold on, this top like goes off. I don't know, I like wearing tops like these because I don't know, I feel like it makes my shoulders look like cute. I don't know, but like, yeah, like wear clothes that fit your body shape or whatever you want to accentuate. And there's like Pinterest boards and stuff, and like Google, just like Google it. Next is to stop constantly check your weight. I used to do this all the time, and it's unhealthy. It is so unhealthy because when you're checking your weight all the time, you're not going to be satisfied with the weight that you've lost or the weight that you did gain. So yeah, once in a while, just check your weight, but don't check it every day because numbers mess with your head. And it's a very unhealthy mindset. Next is to, again, take care of your body, feed it good foods, but also like if you want to like have a cheat day, then have a cheat day. Like, you know, there's food that is good for your body, but there's also food that's good for your soul. Like, you know, like macaroni and cheese, like fuego. Let's see. Oh, like portion control, I guess. That's more diet, I guess. And I'm not a nutritionist, but like nutritionist. There you go. But like portion control, knowing how much you can eat and not overeat. Like sometimes I catch myself like I can eat a lot, but lately I've been trying to portion my food so I get full, like I'm satisfied when I'm full, not like, oh my god, I am so full I cannot eat anything else, you know? And then of course like working out and stuff, that's what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow. But like when you work out, don't work out for another person, work out for you, because you know your needs, you know why you're working out and stuff. Don't work out for another person, work out for you because it'll make you feel better. Oh my god, I forgot about lip gloss. Let's see, which one shall we use? Oh shoot, where did my Morphe one go? I forgot about gloss, but I'm gonna be using this one from Morphe. Thank you, Eva, for giving me this. I love it, it's so pretty. Okay, let's just put it on. Cool. Okay, but that is all I have for this podcast, like video. Oh my god, I know this was probably very long and I apologize, and thank you so much for making it this far if you're watching this far. I really appreciate it, and I hope that my tips and stories help you in any way, because that's the whole point of me starting Therapy Talks with Mimi, is to help people who may be struggling and don't have anyone to turn to. I hope that I can help you in any way, shape, or form that I can. But yeah, I am done. I'm gonna go take pictures now because it's freaking New Year's Eve. But yeah, in the next episode, episode 3, I believe we're gonna be talking about society standards, toxic masculinity, and something else. I don't know. You will find out in episode 3. So yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic New Year's, and I will see you in 2021. Bye.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something